Good morning students, myself Dr. Shirisha, Associate Professor from CSE Department, MLR Institute of Technology. In this session, we are going to see what is PHP, introduction to PHP followed by its concepts. The overview of the presentation will be what is PHP and common uses of PHP, characteristics of PHP, comments, how to write the comments using PHP and sample PHP program. Until now, we have seen JavaScript, then AngularJS, HTML, XML. So all these are the client-side scripting languages we have seen. And this is the script language PHP which we are going to see from the server side. So server side, we can say programming language. So what is PHP? So PHP will be a recursive acronym which is called as Hypertext Preprocessor. Hypertext Preprocessor. And PHP is a server-side scripting language which is embedded in HTML. So if you see here, PHP, Hypertext Preprocessor, is a server-side scripting language. So you will have a client and it sends the request and gets the responses from server. So this is all we know. Suppose for example, if you take a Google search engine, there you give the input, that means you are sending the request, then it is processed by the server and you will get the response. So that is your client. So for example, for this is a Google search engine. So here what is happening, when a client is sending some request, so that request has to be sent using a client-side programming languages. Client-side programming or scripting languages. But when you see these requests when are received by the server has to process it and send back the responses. So for doing this, we require server-side scripting languages. So this PHP is talking about the server-side scripting language. Hope you understood why we are moving or we are going to PHP. So this is a server-side scripting language which is embedded in HTML. So we use a notepad for writing a PHP server-side programming. It is used to manage dynamic content. So dynamic content means whatever the content that where the request or where the data is given dynamically. Then databases, you can connect to database and for example, you can connect to MySQL database. Session tracking. Session tracking is you can work on different sessions like when you wanted to suppose keep an exam on an online, then you have to give a timing for that. So the sessions where it will be processed or executed based on the given time. So we can just track them time to time and manage them. So that is a session tracking. Even build the entire e-commerce sites. So websites are also designed using the HTML for presentation and that can be processed and business logic can be written using the server-side scripting language which is PHP. So it is a C-like syntax you can follow in PHP. I move to what are the common uses of PHP. PHP performs system functions. So from files on a system, it can create, open, read, write, close. So what is create? Creation is where you write a program and save it with a .php extension. So all your programs in PHP are saved with the .php. You can open the files, read them, you can also write, you can close them. So all the file functionality can be done in the PHP. PHP can handle forms. What is a form? Whenever you have something like username, so the client should give the input for this. That is the input box. How do you get this input boxes? Using form and its tags, its subtags, right? So this is also supported by what? PHP. Okay, this is a form where you have a submit button or cancel button or reset button, any buttons. So there are different types of tags that you use in the forms. And gather data from files, save data from files, and through email you can send data, return the data. The gather data means whatever the form is submitted. So these inputs, suppose I am giving my name, so these inputs can be sent or the data can be gathered and they are saved to a file. That means you use a database for saving the file. Okay. Then through email also you can send the data. These are all different applications. And return data to the user. Whatever the data you are extracting, that also can be reverted to the user. You can add, delete, modify the elements within your database through PHP. So in PHP, we will be using WAMP or XAMPP server. So it will be supporting Apache, PHP and also MySQL. So where it supports database. So MySQL is used for supporting the database. Apache is used for working on your PHP files and extracting them and deploying them. Okay. Then PHP, where your PHP programs are saved. And access cookies, variables and set cookies. So these are the temporary data that can be stored. So this can be accessed and set using this cookies. So PHP also support cookies and sessions. So what are the different characteristics of PHP? So simplicity. So you're writing a PHP program is very easy, very understanding. So that is where it gives a characteristic of simplicity. Then efficiency. You can write a program more efficiently where the 100 lines of code can be decreased to fewer lines. Okay. Where PHP supports a dynamical programming language, so the scripts can be written very efficiently. Then security, whatever the data that you are using, so it will be supported by WAMP or XAMPP server, therefore it provides the security also, it is very secured. Then flexibility. So writing a program where it is very simple and it is efficient, therefore it is flexible to run your XAMPP or WAMP in any of the operating system. So it also provides the robustness, okay, and familiarity. So PHP is very familiar from 20s to till now we are using this PHP in today's world for developing your web pages and deploying the Apache servers. Comments in PHP, how to write the comments. If you see, comments in PHP is a line that is not read or executed. When you write a program, so when I start my program, PHP programs are started or written using this, right? Question mark, less than question mark, PHP, then closing tag will be your question mark and closing tag. So this program in between, if you wanted to give comments, just give double slash to write a comment. So this is a starting and ending tag. So when you are writing this line will not be printed in the output. This is just to give the information. It will not just to give the comments, not just to execute the program in the line in the program. So this is also a single line comment where you can give double hash for multiple lines, and single line you can also give hash for getting the comment. Whenever you have multiple lines, just give star hash followed by the comments that you wanted to give, then star hash, okay, star slash. So this is the comments you can give in the PHP, either using a double slash for a single line comment or using a hash. Then slash star and star slash for multiple lines of comments can be given in the PHP. What is a sample PHP program? So I just wanted to give you just on writing a program. So we have starting tag less than question mark PHP. So this is to start your PHP program. When you write this tag in the notepad, the server will understand that the program is about to start with the PHP code. Then whatever the code you wanted to write, that is written here, then followed by the ending tag, that is question mark greater than. The default file extension for PHP files is .php. PHP file normally contains HTML tags and some PHP scripting code. HTML tags will be there. So in between this you can write a p tag, you can write h1 tag. So those are all can be supported. The same we have did in the AngularJS also, and also in the JavaScript also we have done. Okay, similarly you can integrate HTML for the PHP. For the presentation part we are going to use the HTML, and for PHP is used for coding. Echo. One of the very important thing here is echo to print the statement. So built-in PHP function, it's a function where it to output the text on a web page. When you write something like this, PHP, okay, these are the tags. Okay. So in between I just wanted to echo something. Echo welcome to PHP sessions. So when I write like this echo will print this statement on the output screen. Okay, so here we have given HTML, then body part. Inside the body we are writing h1 tag, this is the heading tag, and PHP echo. So this PHP tags uses to print the statements hello world. Okay, and here the statement should end with a semicolon. PHP case sensitivity. Case sensitive is, suppose when you are giving H here, so it will just print in the output capital H only. If you are giving hello, so in the output you will get like hello only. Okay, and whatever the PHP all keywords you are writing, if, else, while, echo. So all the keywords, classes and functions, they are user defined functions, are not case sensitive. Not case sensitive means either you can write echo, or you can also write echo, or you can also write echo. That means they are not case sensitive. So if can also be written like this. That is not case sensitive. If it is case sensitive, then if it's suppose lowercase, you have to use lowercase in all the places. If it's suppose uppercase, then you have to use uppercase in all the cases. But that is not required in PHP because they are not case sensitive. However, all the variable names are case sensitive. Variable names means what? Suppose if you are giving $var equals to 10. So the variable 10 is storing this 10 into var. Here if I wanted to print echo $var, it doesn't give the output because variable names are case sensitive. So echo $var. So this will print the output. Okay. So what is happening? This is a case sensitive. I am telling PHP is not case sensitive, but I am again telling case sensitive here because this is with respect to variables. So how to create variables and how to do the PHP program using variables, we will see in a short while. Okay. So this is about the introduction of the PHP. We'll see the sample program, how to execute a PHP program. For executing a PHP, we need a separate tool called WAMP or XAMPP. So these can be the servers which are used to execute your PHP programs. So I'll show you how XAMPP will work. So here is a program. First let me tell you the program, then followed by that. So here HTML body and echo. So I am using capital echo, I am using smaller case and also combination of your uppercase and lowercase. In this sense, when I give the statement in double quotes, so this echo will print this in the output. If you see, we are getting all the three. Why we are getting all the three means echo is also getting work, echo is also getting work in smaller case, then echo is also getting work when you are giving both uppercase and the lowercase. So this is the output. Suppose if you see here, this is a variable that I am going to create, echo $color red. So when I wanted to echo the $color, so this red has to print. So the red, my house is, it is not printing anything because we have given uppercase letter. So what happens? Uppercase means whatever the color you have defined, this is case sensitive. When this is case sensitive, my house is not getting printed as you have given that, or you are trying to print using the dollar in the color in the uppercase. If you are giving in the mix of upper and lower case also, this will not work. So I am telling you variables are case sensitive. So this is case sensitive, only that will work. So this is the difference of how you are using the functions, keywords and all other, they are not case sensitive, but coming to your variables, they are case sensitive. Okay. So let me show you the execution of this. So if you go to down here, then just download your XAMPP XAMPP download for Windows. So you can download directly from here. Okay. Similarly, you can also download WAMP from here. If it is supporting 64-bit or 32-bit according to your system configuration, we have to download it from the online. So once it is downloaded, you can just install it with .exe file will be as .exe file will get downloaded. So once this is downloaded, so you will find the XAMPP configuration. So just see here, I am just going to start a window. Just I have installed XAMPP here. So just double click on this. So your XAMPP window is here once installation is completed. Now if you just start your Apache, start your MySQL, okay, to work with your PHP programs. So once these two are started, just minimize this. So go to the C drive. Then here if you find XAMPP, open that. Then in XAMPP you will have htdocs. So here what I am doing is I am creating a new folder, okay, Shirisha. I am just renaming this with some name, okay. Then inside this you have to write your program. So I am just taking a new text document. So I am just saving this with p1 dot, okay, p1, okay. So just open this. Then in p1 I am trying to execute the program. Okay, so here just we have taken HTML body and this echo, we are just echoing this. Now what to do, you have to save the program with .php extension. So just give this with .php extension and here save as type, just select all files. Then if you see p1 is the text document now, just save this here and see your PHP file is now saved with PHP source file. This is the PHP file. Now what to do, just open your browser, then give here localhost. This is how you have to run your server, PHP server. So for PHP server execution, we are using what? XAMPP server. So XAMPP server execution, once it is installed, go to your htdocs, save your program in some folder and in browser, just give localhost. So this is the XAMPP server. Once XAMPP is successfully installed, you will get this page. Now what happened? You have to go back to the localhost. Here we have created one folder slash, what is our file name? p1, p1.php. Okay. There is some error. This is the hello world. So if you just give the same echo with echo capital E, so that means I am just trying to tell you that PHP is not case sensitive. Here I have given echo in smaller case as one statement and echo uppercase in one statement. So just let me give, okay, just refresh this. Okay, both are getting printed. So here what happens, hello world, just to take a break. So you are getting in the new line. So what is happening, whatever the statement you are writing, if you just wanted to give the keywords in upper or lower case, so here I am also giving in mix of upper and lower case. So here just let me give you, okay, this is also working. That means what? It is not case sensitive. So when coming to variables, they are case sensitive. So let me show you how variables are becoming case sensitive with an example. So here I am just taking a program with $color. So color here is what? Variable. So variables in PHP are declared using $ symbol. So dollar. So just give PHP. Okay. Then here I am going to create a variable $color. So $color, what I am giving? Just red color you are giving. Then every statement here is ending with a semicolon. Then go here and just print the statement echo. So I am giving a statement, my car color is, okay, and this should get concatenated with your variable. Variable is $color. Okay. And you have to close your program PHP. So question mark greater than symbol. Okay, my car color is red. You got this. But just to say, rename this, what I wanted to do is, I am just taking the statement, but what I do here is the color is variable which is case sensitive. So I have printed the color giving lowercase. Now I just wanted to give in uppercase, and also just I am giving a VR tag here. Okay, let me check. Okay, my car is red. Undefined variable color, because it is only printing my car color is. Okay, because undefined variable means what is the variable that we have created in the lower case. If you see here, we have created the variable in the lower case, but we have not created in the upper case. We are trying to print even though. So that is the reason my car color is, in the next time it is not printing anything. So just if you change this to again color and just refresh, so both the things, both the statements are getting printed. So this is how you have to execute your PHP programs using XAMPP. In this session, we have discussed what is PHP. It is a hypertext preprocessor, and characteristics, how to write the comments, syntaxes, and also basic examples. Hope you all understood. Thank you all.